Hey juniors, I'm a little frustrated because I recorded a lesson and I'm not sure what the deal is with the settings in my phone, but I have a new phone and apparently the quality is a lot higher on the video feed, and so it's taking hours and hours and hours for a short video to upload to my YouTube channel. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. But so I'm just scrapping the last video because it was going to take like 12 hours to upload. My phone feels like it's on fire. So I have uploaded several video links for you to watch the PowerPoint lesson from Wednesday and Friday. So in a nutshell, we talked about the Battle of Gettysburg and on Wednesday, and we also discuss a little bit the Battle of Vicksburg, which happened, well, the siege of Vicksburg was going on, but the Confederate Army surrendered to Ulysses S. Grant on the same weekend, basically, that Union forces defeated Robert E. Lee in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, July 1st through the 4th of 1863. So you should read chapter 14, pages 286 to 290, and do the writing prompt that is in Google Classroom. I have included several video links. The first one is the introduction of Colonel Lawrence Chamberlain of Maine. He's a Union colonel who is going to be very important in day 2 of the Battle of Gettysburg, and he and his brother Thomas. There's a video clip where Colonel Chamberlain explains to his brother that slavery is a scourge on our society and that he's willing to die to end it. And then there's a scene from the movie Glory that we watched last week, or we watched a couple clips from Glory. And in this particular clip, Colonel Shaw of the 54th Massachusetts informs his men that the Confederate government has, excuse me, issued a proclamation which says that if you are a black soldier in a Union uniform and captured in the battlefield, you will be taken back into slavery and maybe executed. And if you are a white officer that is arrested in charge of black troops, that you will be executed. And so he gives them the opportunity to leave if they want to, but you will see what happens. And then I pieced together several video clips from day 1 of the Battle of Gettysburg. And so just follow the prompts on that. There may be a little bit of overlap, but essentially day 1 of Gettysburg was an accidental meeting. Robert E. Lee came into Pennsylvania it was a political calculation, thinking if he could take it back into the North again, that Americans that live north in the Union would potentially not reelect Abraham Lincoln as president if they get war weary. It's a poor calculation on Robert E. Lee's part because it ends up being a devastating loss for him, a 3-day battle. But on day 1 of Gettysburg, it's an accidental meeting. Union forces under General Buford get to Gettysburg and run into some Confederate Army soldiers who are looking for shoes, which tips off the Union that the Confederates are nearby. And so General Buford manages to hold the high ground, which is critical in the Battle of Gettysburg, until he gets reinforcements. And so eventually 75,000 Confederate troops and 90,000 Union troops converge on the town of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and duke it out for 3 days. The very last video link on Google Classroom is day 2. Actually, it's not. Yes, it's day 2, and it's the Charge Up Little Bighorn, and it features Colonel Lawrence Chamberlain once again, who is charged with holding the line of the Union Army. He is the far flank of the army at the top of Little Round Top, and you'll see a fantastic scene where we're actually going to watch the scene in class tomorrow, but Colonel Chamberlain is told by his superiors that if the flank collapses, that the Union Army will be surrounded and the Confederate Army will defeat them. And so Colonel Chamberlain decides he's going to do everything he has to make sure that they are not flanked. But unfortunately for him, they run out of bullets, and he does this crazy daring move where he tells his men to fix bayonets, and they charge down the hill at the Confederates that continue to charge up the hill, and it freaks the Confederates out. And they surrender en masse, not realizing that the Union Army has no bullets left. So that's day 2 of Gettysburg. So follow the prompts in Google Classroom. So sorry that this is short and crazy, but I wanted to get it loaded tonight so that you can have it tomorrow. I'll try to figure out my phone situation. See ya.